Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Verasity VRA. We talk about Verasity VRA quite a bit on this channel, so quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video if you are a VRA holder. We see that 0.038 right now, about a 4-cent price point. If we could see Verasity really make its way to that 4 cents, that'd be great, because if you were able to snag a bag at this 0.0242, you'd be almost looking at a 2x already. We do see a lot of potential in VRA, and that's why we cover it quite a bit on this channel. We see that market cap at a very low 141.9 million, the volume in the last 24 hours being that 19.5 million, and the circulating supply being that 3.7 billion VRA. If we take a look at the last month alone, a 1.76% decrease coming off of, a fairly large spike. We went to our all-time high of that 0.0558, and obviously when you go to an all-time high, what tends to happen is a dip, but this is not really a normal dip. We went all the way down to a price point almost below 2 cents here at this 0.0242. We did have market dips, market crashes pretty much throughout the entire crypto market, so it makes perfect sense that Verasity wasn't able to really dodge that, as it is growing in market cap and it doesn't do its own thing at all times now. So Verasity is definitely a coin to keep an eye out on. Like I said, we saw this 42% increase just in the last week alone, and I think we are kind of trending sideways here, and I think there's just a little bit of resistance be at this 0.042 mark. I looked at the I looked a little bit into the price analysis and price charts, and it looks like I said, the resistance level is right around that 4.2 cent mark. So I think we can push very, very far, very, very soon. It's just about getting above that 0.42 mark. So we will continue to look into Veracity's price chart here in just a second. Let's jump back into some of the crypto news of Verasity. So patent announcement. The World Intellectual Property Office, WIPO, confirms publication of Verasity International Patent Application, PCT, patent application number PCT, and we're not going to go through that, but for system and method for proof of view via blockchain. So this is a big deal, obviously, and it talks about the countries covered, as well as there's just so much going on really with Verasity Tech, and this was a big announcement. And a lot of people understand that this is really going to change the way Verasity works as a whole, and it was a very important step to the future of Verasity. If we go to the next one, we see VRA is primed to explode sideways. Support building action is related to the recent supply release of 16 million, which is being eaten up. Big companies partnering up and newly minted international POV approval have strengthened VRA held in crypto space. We are good for launch. So just more and more people really supporting VRA on Twitter. I saw actually a lot of support for VRA. It's actually almost reached the amount of people probably supporting some of these mainstream coins, like I wouldn't say VeChain. VeChain has a ton of support, but things like just Polkadot, VRA has so much more support than Polkadot, it seems almost. Just a ton of people talking about it at the very least. Let's jump into our next one. So top 15 gainers in 2021 so far. We see, VRA is number 3. Let's pull this up a little bit closer. We see Bake at number 1, Ami at number 2, VRA at that number 3 spot. So we are seeing some good increases in 2021 so far for a lot of these coins, obviously VRA being one of them. VRA is continuing to look really good. If we jump over to the website, though, I do want to talk a little bit about the roadmap and really what they're doing as a whole. If you guys don't know, VRA rewards product layer is integrated for the following video player. So it's already enabled on basically YouTube, Twitch, Vimeo, JW Player, and more. They have been in the news quite a bit recently for the month of April. If you haven't seen this, they have been on Cointelegraph, Daily Coin, Daily Hold, Investing, just pretty much everywhere. And here is the little cycle that VRA goes through. So if you guys don't understand what VRA is or how it works, this is a great thing to look at. If you go to verasity.io, you can learn more about it. They talk about buyers buy VRA. Next step, they have publishers reward VRA. They have users earn VRA, Verasity earns, stake VRA, and then easy conversion for VRA. So then the cycle really just repeats itself. It's a great concept, and I think it's going to do very well. I think obviously we're getting in very, very early, so still at this time the market cap is fairly low, and you're going to be able to see crazy increases if you get in and the actual coin increases altogether. I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. And I also want to say, guys, if you want to talk with crypto like-minded people like myself, jump into the Discord. It is in the description below, as well as follow me on Twitter, also linked in the description below. So Q3 and Q4 2021, as well as Q2, are going to have some big things happening. Q2 is great, Q3 is great, but Q4 is really where I see some big projects. We see NFTs, Esports Fight Club store launch, marketplace for gamers. We see the Vera Wallet mobile apps. We see view verification, proof of view, fraud detection with proof of view, as well as ticketing support for EFC. So we continue to see big things coming in Q4. Q3 and Q2 also have some obviously big things. So we're continuing to see it push past all of these, huge really fundamental gains here for Veracity. We see the roadmap obviously starting in Q3 2017. We see it all the way down now. They've really completed pretty much everything they've set their mind to complete, and it's going very well. I think we will continue to see this great growth, and you can actually see some of their partnerships and investors here at the bottom as well. Some good names, some big names there. So we are continuing to see a great push for Veracity. Let's jump over to that price chart again, give it a quick refresh, make sure we have the most recent price point. So we are kind of decreasing from this 0.0391 we were at, and kind of slowly going down. It will take a couple pushes to get over this 0.042 in my opinion, because like I said, there is not really a support there. There's more of a resistance band right above that 0.042. So we are going to see a struggle to really get to our previous all-time high. I definitely think it's coming. So let's go over some price predictions real quick for May, June, and 2021. But before we do so, guys, I do want to say I am I'm always on these conservative price predictions. I want to be as honest as possible with you guys when I do these price predictions. So do remember that I'm not going to be saying Veracity is doing a 100x in the next year, because I don't see it doing a 100x in the next year. I mean, could it? Yes, probably so, but probably is not going to be the case. So I'm going to go with my very conservative price predictions and start with Veracity pushing for May right around it could be right around 5 cents. That's what I've decided. And I want to say it could be even higher than that, but 5 cents is where I'm going to stay. Once we get above that resistance at that 0.042, we could push above 5 very easily. So we could see, 5 to 6 cents by the end of May, but I'm going to go with 5 cents as our price target for the end of May. We'd see great growth, great positivity coming out of Veracity, and I think that would really attract a lot of new investors, seeing that Veracity's here for the long term. I do think going into June, we are going to continue to see some good increases, hopefully right around that 6 cent price point. I think, that's something we should really strive for, is 6 cents by the end of June. We'd almost be seeing almost that 2x price point there, and I think 6 to 7 cents is like right around that area is definitely a possibility, and I said this is conservative price prediction. So if we're up a little bit on those price predictions, that would be fantastic for all holders. I'm sure everyone would be happy with that. As we jump into 2021, I think, the end of the year, 20 cents is definitely a price that we can try to obtain. It's a price point that's not, too far-fetched. And I think that's the biggest part about this, is we're seeing such great increases with just these conservative price predictions. So imagine what would happen in best case scenarios where we're seeing, 20 to 30x by the end of the year. It's definitely all possible, and I think Veracity is one of those a little bit higher risk. I think there's not too much risk, but a little bit higher risk and a lot of reward potentially in the future. So Veracity is definitely one of those coins that I keep an eye on myself, and I think it's definitely a coin you should be keeping an eye on. Add it to your watch list, add it to your wait list, or I guess watch list is the right answer for that. Add it to your watch list and really just looking for a good entry point. If this dips down a little bit more below this 0.037, you could grab a good bag at a very cheap and solid rate. So I think it's a great coin to buy at good entry points and just to see where it goes, because like I said, not too high risk, but a very high reward potentially there in 2021. So thank you guys for tuning in, talking about Veracity with me. Make sure to quickly like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on if you have not already. I'll see you guys all in the next one.